particular city. I have been in love with Hoboken with the exception of when their high school football team beat me in my last high school playoff game when I came down from Old Japan to play in 1986. I have not gotten over that yet. But besides that, this is one of America's greatest cities of all. In fact, pound for pound, it outpunches every other American city in its shaping. Of American culture. My partner, my friend, and my mentor, Bob Menendez, has said it. Everything from our national pastime, from inventions, from culture and the arts. This city, including education, this city has been transforming America. It shows that one small light can illuminate the world. This city has done so much, and Bob, you forgot that the first brewery in the United States of America was right here in Hoboken. I don't know how you forgot that. But this city is truly, truly a special place. The history of the city goes back before the founding of this country. This city laid witness to some of the most important battles as Washington's army was driven out of New York, retreating back here into New Jersey. And this state, of course, hosted the biggest comeback story in human history that led to the founding of this country. And so that's why today I am particularly honored and feel this sense of celebration to be here for an important historic moment. I tell you right now, I've gone around this country in the last weeks, from Alabama to Washington to California to home, and everybody seems to be talking about the election of the mayor of this great city. I want to tell you something. This nation is lucky to elect this great man to be its mayor because of this. Two reasons, one personal and then one patriotic. The personal reason is I've known Ravi for many years. He and I go back to the beginning of both of our careers in many ways. People mistake the two of us also for looking just alike. But I often love the idea that you know who someone is when the lights aren't on, when the cameras aren't on, when they even have no expectation of being a politician themselves. You see the character of a person. I've had intimate conversations with Ravi. I know his heart. I see what he's passionate about. I see what he cares about. I see that he has this maladjustment to injustice. I see how fired up and angry he's gotten, how much he's applied himself to trying to right wrongs. This is the man that I love. And I'll tell you this, I love him because he understands what I think is the greatest truth of elected leadership. I'm so proud to see my friends on the stage who I know how they lead. They lead with this truth as well. And simply this, you cannot lead the people if you don't love the people. This is who Ravi is. He has a love for the people, and indeed, that's what patriotism is. Patriotism says love of country, but you cannot love your country unless you love your countrymen and women. And the reason why I say the second reason I'm proud to be here is because of patriotism, is because the founders of this nation understood the importance and the urgencies of love. Now, don't get me wrong. This country started at a time of great bigotry. In fact, our founding documents themselves called Native Americans savages. They don't refer to women at all. They were second-class citizens. African Americans, there was a great leader, Stokely Carmichael, used to always say constitute. I could only say 3/5 of that word. It's a rolling joke. Somebody will get that. But the founders understood that this country was going to be like no other. This was the oldest constitutional democracy. That's what we are, that we found this nation based upon a common set of ideals that were bigger than even the founders were. that we would be a nation that would not be bound together because we all speak the same language, because we all pray the same way, because we all look alike or have descended from the same family trees. No, this would be the first great democracy that would be founded together in its original documents on ideals that are bigger than any individual's. Ideals of fairness, ideals of freedom, ideals of justice, ideals of equality. And they knew in the Declaration of Independence, in order to hold this nation together, we as individuals had to have an unusual commitment to one another. I call it love, but the founders of our country, the Declaration of Independence, they said that if this is going to work, and their last line, if we're going to make it as a country, we must mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. We are here today because every generation of this country has tried to make that ideal greater, has tried to make us a more just place, a more loving place, which has nothing to do with those lines that divide us, but everything to do with this understanding that those lines that divide us, race, religion, what have you, are nowhere near as strong as the ties that bind us in commitment to these ideals. I have this saying that I say all the time: before you tell me about your religion, first show it to me in how you treat other people. Well, our civic gospel that we say and we preach, it's in our songs, it's in our statements. When we just pledge allegiance to the flag, we put forth our civic gospel that we should be a nation of liberty and justice for all. And this has been an aspirational journey. We're still not there yet. In the darkest corners of 2017, we saw we are not there yet. And then this city comes along last year, and elects Ravi to be the mayor. Now, let me put this in context. I know some people want to read this as a narrow victory for a certain community. The first Sikh American, and everybody thinks it's about the Sikh community, but no. When this country, after years of bigotry against Catholics, political parties began like the know-nothings based on the bigotry against Catholicism. When we elected the first Catholic president, that wasn't a victory for Catholicism. That was a victory for all of us, for the United States of America, living up to its principles and living up to its ideals. When we elected this guy with a funny name and big ears, named Barack Obama, to be the first black president of the United States, that was not a victory for black people. It was a victory for the ideals of this country. When we elected the first here in New Jersey Latino American to go down to Washington, that wasn't a victory for New Jersey Latinos. It was a victory for all of us. I think we did something historic, the first state that said, hey, we're going to send a black guy and a Latino guy that can represent us. It wasn't a victory for black guys and Latino guys. So let me tell you right now, in a time of darkness, in a time of distress, in a time where there are headlines about the divisions and the divisiveness and the hatred and the bigotry and the ignorance, Hoboken looked around and said, you know what? We're going to find a qualified and a competent, a compassionate, a man of integrity. We're going to find someone who leads with love. And by the way, there are Sikh American wearing a turban up on the stage right now. And this today is not a victory for a narrow community. It is a victory for the principles and ideals of the United States of America. Today, the country hears Hoboken again. And so let me tell you, a lot of swearing-ins in America today, where they're going to pledge allegiance to this flag. But when we did it and said we are one nation. Hoboken speaks that truth. We said we're under God, and that is God who loves all children, no matter what your difference is, atheist or Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Hindu, Jain. This is the God of America. When we said indivisible, we said this country's got to pull together and establish its invisibility again. And when we said liberty and justice for not some, but for all. This is the truth that Hoboken speaks. God bless this city. God bless America. And we today are blessings to this country. Thank you very much. Whoever's holding, everybody please come up.